Welcome back to Instables, everyone, to a very nice continuation with BBIG from yesterday's video. I'm going to go over exactly which levels we're sitting at this point in time, which levels do we want to make sure we do stay above to make sure we do not continue on down, which indicators will give us confirmation on a continuation from here, and then I'm going to go over the S&P 500. You guys, the market has been very choppy, but closed very strong today after a very wild day. I'm going to go over exactly which indicators we're looking for to have momentum back in the market going into next week, and all I ask in return for all of this is you smash that like button, and I do welcome you to the Instables room in the description below, and you will never miss breakout today again. So let's jump into this one. So I'm going to go over BBIG with you guys here on the 5-minute chart so you guys can see exactly how today broke out. And then I'm going to go over the 4-hour chart so you guys can see what exact levels we're trying to hold above to make sure we do not continue on down. And then I'm going to go over the S&P 500 you guys. This is the SPY so you guys can see what kind of momentum we have in the market and what exactly we're looking for to get more momentum in the market. So as you guys can see here on the 5-minute chart, again, we did have a continuation up today. And as you guys can see, we got that continuation increasing in buy pressure, breaking above all of our previous buy pressure points that we had from yesterday, giving us that confirmation on this continuation up today. And as you guys can see, we did get a double top here on the MACD, giving us those white shaded lines coming in, giving us that decrease in buy pressure, and therefore giving us a large increase in sell pressure. As you guys can see, we did continue on up, but as you guys can see, we could not continue here because we had that decrease in momentum, and that is exactly why I mentioned that we were high risk at this point in time, not exactly something I would want to be chasing. And as you guys can see, sure enough, we did continue on down. A very nice breakout that we had from yesterday's video, but we do have a specific level here on the forward chart that we are trying to make sure we do hold above. We do have a $5 psychological resistance. So if we cannot break over $5 going into next week, then in my opinion, we could get rejected. We are, again, on a technical bounce that we mentioned from yesterday. We had, again, our major bounce here at about 217, having a major breakout here at about 1250. So again, we are having a major bounce because of our major support that we had previously and had a major breakout from. So that is exactly why we are having a bounce. But as you guys can see here, we do have our specific levels here at $5 and 660 is our next level if we can break over $5. And then we have a gap up that we're trying to get here at 660 to 837 if we can continue on past $5, which in my opinion is only here on a bounce. If we did drop down below $4, in my opinion, we could continue on down. The market's very choppy, not many continuations in the market, and we do have a previous gap down here exactly at $4, which we were trying to break above today. We did break above it. We had a nice spike, but we did not break above all of our previous buy pressure points here that we had here on the forward chart, which is no surprise. Again, we are on a bounce. We are looking for this continuation still if we can hold over $4 and break over $5 as, again, a very key resistance that we need to break above at $5. So again, making sure we do get confirmation on the MACD is going to be very key for us to have that major breakout here with BBIG. So I'm going to jump over to the S&P 500 with you guys so you guys can see what kind of momentum we have in the market and what exactly we're looking for to have a bounce back. As you guys can see, we had a major sell-off recently leading into Jerome Powell, possible increases in rates that he was going to mention. And as you guys can see, he did not mention anything on increases in rates. We had a nice bounce back, and we were looking to see if we can continue on with this bounce, jump back over our 473 level that we had mentioned. But as you guys can see, we got rejected just to the upside right before reaching this level, and sure enough, had this continuation on down. We have a possible dead cat bounce here if we do continue on down below our 455 mark. We have a 450 mark that we could have a possible gap down from. So if we do continue on down, we will be looking to see if we can hold 455, but we could have a possible bounce back. As you guys can see previously, we had, again, multiple times the market has been talking about, oh my gosh, we're going to have a crash. And then previously the same thing when Biden did mention a possible increase in capital gains way back here on the S&P, and sure enough had a continuation up in the market. Again, the market is very fearful of this year and possible increases in rate hikes, and they are likely to happen, and we are likely to also have very choppy volume leading into a lot of Fed meetings with possible rate hikes at any one of these meetings. So any FOMC meeting this year or any Jerome Powell meeting this year could possibly be an increase in rates, which the market will be very fearful of. So making sure we do mention that in the Instables room is always going to be very key. So going into this week, again, we do have our green candle that we had and a strong close that we had on Friday, looking to see if we can continue on with this bounce back. If we cannot continue on with this bounce back, then we will continue on down with this dead cat bounce and confirm dropping below 455, and we are going to be testing a very key level at 450. And if we do drop down below 450, then we have our 443 level that we mentioned previously, which is also our previous gap down point that we had when we did have our confirmation on this continuation up as well. Jerome Powell did mention an increase in tapering at this point in time, but not exactly the highest amount of tapering, and therefore gave us this bounce back. Now the question will be, is the market so fearful of increases in rates and increases in inflation that we do drop down below into a new range and we look for more intraday perspective breakouts within that range? Or are we going to stay within this range and get more intraday perspective breakouts? So we will be looking for more consolidation in the market, so that way we have more confidence with many traders in the market. We did have a lot of volume in the market, but very much to the downside. But when we did get our bounces in the market, we had nice breakouts throughout the day. Again, if you want to see all of our breakout lists of the day, go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout of it again. And all of you instables that have been coming over and supporting the channel, all of you instables that have been coming over from the room and supporting the channel, I appreciate every one of you guys every single day. Much love to every one of you guys. I hope you guys have a great 3-day weekend. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help me find it and it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.